As I get older, I start to look back and wonder, how did I make it this far? Like, seriously, how am I still alive? Or at least, how did I not get in more trouble back then? That brought me back to my high school days. Back in the day, I was considered what you would call a bit of a rascal. Not so much a troublemaker or a class clown. I was just known for doing odd things that never really got me in trouble. They just made my teachers make this face a lot. One example that comes to mind brings us to why we are here. The day I performed the Great Pumpkin Heist of 2007. And for internet reasons, I will be changing all the names of everyone involved in this story. Anyways, one day, it was a Wednesday. I only know that because I was responsible for Chocolate Milk Wednesdays for my table in my home ec class. For those of you who don't know what home ec is, we also call it home economics. Anyways, it's that class that's supposed to teach you how to do basic tasks around the house, something I wish most schools put more emphasis on. I couldn't tell you how many people I knew in college who didn't even know how to do their own laundry. Or how to wash dishes. Or how to cook. In any case, that program needs more funding. Or taught at home. So in this particular Chocolate Milk Wednesday, Miss Heck reminded us that our pumpkins were due for a carving lesson tomorrow, and it would count as a grade. I'm not sure what the importance of this lesson was, but my partner Bobo and I were the only ones who hadn't brought our pumpkins to class yet. We kept assuming the other person was going to get the pumpkin, and so here we were, pumpkinless on due day. So we left school at lunch knowing just what to do. After not finding a single pumpkin in town, we started to panic. But then we saw it. The most amazing house we had ever seen. The problem was, it was Mr. Pancake's house, our school's history teacher. To put it simply, he was a very snapey teacher, if you know what I mean. So there might have been some extra motivation involved in what we did next. In retrospect, we shouldn't have done what we did, but in our teenage minds, we had no other option. It was either him or us. At least that's what it looked like to us. From anyone else's perspective, it probably looked like this. We make it back to school, and I take the pumpkin to the teacher's lounge, hoping Miss Heck was there. And she was. But so was Mr. Pancake. He knows. What? How? I don't know! He just does! We have to go now! All we have to do is find another pumpkin and replace his before he finds out. You make it sound easy. Just drive! Or wait, stop! It was over. We had just enough time to make it back to school. Then...
How dare you?
We had totally forgotten that he was formerly in law enforcement, and he still had connections. So that was it. We were done for. Forget the grade. We were busted. All over a pumpkin. But then it hit me. I don't know what it was, but that's when I said it. Count them.
What?
Count them. They're all there.
Get back to class and stay away from my house.
It's been nearly 15 years since that happened, and I still can't believe we got away with it. So always remember to always be prepared for class, and don't steal things. Just don't. Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's over. Story time's over. All the hours and hours I've spent in carpal tunnel-inducing labor has been completed, and I got nothing really else for you. Unless you want some of these backgrounds that I spent forever on and ended up not using them in the original story at all, which is a bit frustrating. But hey, now you can watch them and for your own self and just stare at them, I guess. So anyways, see you on the next one.